Dante's Cove is this gorgeous piece of paradise, and on the surface everything looks turquoise waters, blue skies, white sand, gorgeous people running around. But underneath the surface is a really dark and inexplicable devilment.
So deep and mysterious, and it's so eerie. Things are just lurking behind every corner, it seems.
If I had to describe this series, Dante's Cove, I would call it a blend of Sex and the City meets Dark Shadows meets
The OC meets Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
With a little bit of Melrose Place thrown in there.
And I'd say a small dose of Queer as Folk.
a little Blade, a little Vampire Lestat.
Meets Beverly Hills 90210.
I describe it actually as Scooby-Doo
meets Survivor Island.
Young, hip, slick, sophisticated,
sexy horror gay lesbian soap opera.
We got the passion and the lust and the hot people and mixed it all together, and we got Dante's Cove.
It's a very, very sexy show, and while it pays a certain homage to shows that have gone before, it is completely unique. It's like nothing else.
This project had this homoerotic nature to it, and this binding of this gothic element, very similar to Anne Rice, which was kind of compelling, kind of interesting. I thought very, very sexy as well.
It's got a lot of sort of a witchcraft element to a bunch of just normal kids in everyday society trying to cope with their own problems, and the two worlds kind of meet, and it gets very interesting fast.
When we arrive at Dante's Cove, it looks like the epitome of what every young person might want to, spend a summer doing, or a year or two, or maybe just stay here forever. And then pretty soon some eerie things start to happen and unfold, and it really turns into a mystery.
You've got all your elements. You've got horror, you've got sex, you've got drama.
I think overall, it's about love. It's about love between friends, between partners, and how love can exist and sometimes triumph in a really tough world.
It's about having struggles with love and being confused in love, too, not knowing what to do, not knowing what your heart's saying.
I think it explores youth and growing up and what it's like to discover yourself and who you are.
It's an extravagant script with a lot of beautiful sets, and it's got an amazing sort of feel to it.
It's like a page turner, and you just want to find out, and it never comes to these conclusions.
It's sort of this philosophy of what is good and what is evil, from whose perspective.